What is up, everybody? It's your boy Emmanuel with an I, and today I'm going to talk to y'all about how to deal with depression. Depression sucks so much, and a lot of people go through it. There's a lot of people that don't believe in themselves. They don't think that they're attractive enough. They don't know what their passion is, so they feel like they're wasting their life. They feel like they're isolated, alone, have no friends or family. It can keep you at a place where you hold yourself down and say that there are no positive things that are happening to you and your life. So I'm going to open up and say that I used to struggle with depression, and I still do at times struggle with depression. And I'm going to say the things that I do that make me feel more positive about my life and myself, so that way I can stay more positive for all of you out there. But first, I want to say some things about my past so you understand why I'm so positive and uplifting and so smiley today. From elementary school all the way up until junior year of college, I was always dealing with depression. Throughout all those years, I always felt isolated and alone. I had family and friends that were always there to support me, but my mindset was in a whole different place. No matter how hard they tried to support me and make me feel better about myself, I always looked in the mirror and said, I'm not attractive. I'm not a really cool person at all. I'm lame and I don't know what I want to do in life, so that makes me just suck. I just stink and I'm not positive. There were definitely really low times in my life where I felt like there was no point of being here, and why do I even exist? I know it's really low, but I had to be open and honest because I want you to understand that you aren't the only person that goes through this thing of depression. It sucks for everybody. So then throughout college, I started to grow into myself and understand that I can't look for satisfaction or positivity as much through others than I can myself. Because sometimes other people fade away in your life. Somebody might not always be there for you. So you have to be able to lift yourself up when no one else can. In my junior year of college, I actually made a decision to finally say, you know what? I am not depressed. I am just going through things in life that trigger this feeling of depression. And plus, I was like, you know what? Depression sucks. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm not gonna feel this way anymore. What can I do to change how I freaking feel? Because I don't like feeling this way. I started watching YouTube videos and really starting to take my family and friends' advice, who were always there in the first place, but again, I was just not really paying attention, and I learned some things about how to deal with this thing called depression. So here are a couple things that I do now every single day to make sure that I try and stay positive when I think that there are situations in life bringing me down. One thing I do is when I wake up in the morning, it can be 5 a.m., it can be 11 a.m., whatever time I wake up, I smile. I don't check my phone, I don't check Instagram and Facebook. I smile because I have another day that I am alive. There are some people that didn't make it to today, but here I am, gifted with another day. The second thing I do is I think about 5 things that are positive that are happening in my life. Now, when you're dealing with depression, you automatically say to yourself, well, I don't have 5 things in my life. If you feel like there's nothing that is positive in your life, I'll just name off a few. You're alive, you have your arms, you have your legs, you can walk, you can talk, you can see, you can taste, you have family, you have friends, you can go work out if you want, you have a job, you have clothes, you just slept in a freaking bed that some people in life do not have. You have a car, you have a house, an apartment, a dorm, you're getting your education. I mean, I just named off, I don't know how many I named off. These smaller things in life that a lot of people take for granted are happiness, are positive, and something that you really can use to make you feel better about your life. Another thing I do is I sit down and I say, why am I feeling depressed? Why do I feel this negative emotion on my body? Why do I feel like everything is dark? And I look at the triggers. When I really look back and look at these triggers, I no longer grab every single negative thing that's going on in my life and put it into one huge bubble and just put this bubble on my mind. I say to myself, this one thing is causing me to feel this way, not 20 different things. This one freaking thing is making me upset or mad or sad. How can I change this one thing to make me feel better? When you look at your triggers, you understand that these triggers can cause this continuous cycle to go back into a dark state of depression. So now you can handle your triggers instead of feeling like there is no solution to the problem. And the last thing that I do that I find essential to feeling better and more positive about myself is understanding that I cannot find gratification and satisfaction through other people. I have to find it in myself. You have to find that you are attractive, that you are cool, that you have swag, or as I always say, swagaliciousness. You are perfect and awesome just the way you are. You don't need somebody else to tell you that. You have to tell yourself that. And soon as you do these things every single freaking day, you actually say to yourself, life is more positive. You start believing it instead of constantly going day by freaking day of thinking about all the negatives and only looking at the negatives when there's so many positives that are happening in your freaking life. These are the things that personally work for me. I still struggle through depression pretty often because it's something that you have to fight. You have to say, you know what? I'm not going to let this negativity affect my life. I'm going to be positive because I do have one life to live and I'm still alive and I can impact other people. As I said earlier, it's your boy Emmanuel with an I, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my Instagram, to my YouTube channel, to my Facebook, to my Twitter. I mean, I am everywhere you want me to be, homie. Plus, if you feel like this video really is positive and can help somebody else, send it their way. Send this video their way. Help make an impact in their life. And I hope that this video makes them smile just like I made you smile. If it does, then I did my job. Last thing, if you have a question for me, send it to immanuelwithani@gmail.com. immanuelwithani@gmail.com. And I will respond and do my best to help you out and make you smile. Now, as I always say, do you stay swagalicious and keep smiling. Peace.